This is the last Dragon Ball Sunday of the year. Y'all thought I was gonna say last Dragon Ball Sunday ever. No. We still gonna be doing Dragon Ball Sunday, especially even more now. This is the last Dragon Ball Sunday of the year. While I am not a overly huge fan of Dragon Ball, and maybe you know what? Maybe I should stop saying that, because if I wasn't a huge fan of Dragon Ball, I wouldn't be making this a thing. So you know what? I'm as of right now, I will stop saying I am not a huge fan of Dragon Ball. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't even be doing this right now. Being that as it may, we're continuing the rest of this, and that's we're doing the rest of this, and then after that, we're gonna be doing the granola arc, which is more than likely just gonna be one video because it's not gonna be that long. So, yeah, I'm just letting you know that's honestly what's coming next, and possibly more Devil Artemis, Dragon Ball stuff, because I enjoy his videos. But with that being said, we're continuing where we left off with the entire Moro arc, Dragon Ball Super Manga by Justin's Den. Go to his original video. The link will be in the description. And if it were not for him, I would not be doing this. So yeah, here we go.
They were incarcerated in the galactic prison. With Yunba hungry, they decide to make a brief pit stop on a nearby planet. Back on Earth, the Galactic Patrol informs Jocko about the impending arrival of the three henchmen, particularly 7-3, whose name brings about fear in Jocko's expression. After sharing this vague information with the others, Jocko prepares to leave, but Bulma attempts to stop him. Piccolo questions Jocko about what they need to know regarding the approaching henchmen, and Jocko agrees to provide some insight before departing. Jocko explains that while all three henchmen are formidable, 7-3 is the most concerning. Meanwhile, Shimareka and Yunba are on a planet, indulging in a feast, while 7-3 confronts the planet's inhabitants. He uses his power-absorbing ability to steal their abilities and swiftly incapacitates them. At the lookout, Jocko continues his explanation, stating that any ability 7-3 has stolen lasts for half an hour. He also reveals that 7-3 is an artificial being created by a technologically advanced planet, devoid of emotions and designed as a ruthless killing machine programmed to follow orders. Krillin inquires about the convicts' ETA to Earth, and the response from Jocko is 10 days. However, 7-3 along with Yunba and Shimareka suddenly appear at the lookout, surprising everyone as they were able to steal the abilities of a creature on the planet who could create warp portals. Shimareka then notices the Macaroni gang in their cage and informs them that Moro considers traitors expendable. He moves to execute them, much to their shock, but is halted by Piccolo, who tells them that killing is prohibited at the sanctuary, where evildoers aren't welcome. However, 7-3 swiftly appears behind Piccolo, seizing him by the neck and copies his abilities. Piccolo manages to break free from 7-3's grasp and narrowly dodges a special beam cannon fired by the artificial being. 7-3 follows up with a punch that extends toward Jocko, knocking him off the lookout. Piccolo races after Jocko, believing him unable to fly, with 7-3 and Shimareka in pursuit. Krillin attempts to assist, but is halted by Yunba, who plans to take him on. In freefall, Jocko activates the jet boosters in his boots, allowing him to land safely to Piccolo's surprise. Piccolo questions Jocko about the best way to fight 7-3, and Jocko explains that 7-3's copied attacks are as powerful as if they were executed by the original fighter, essentially like battling a mirror image of oneself. 7-3 then appears and locks arms with Piccolo using his own extending technique, and the two then land to meet each other with a headbutt. At the same time, Jocko engages Shimareka in combat as he stole his sidearm by surprise. Despite sharing the same techniques and power, Piccolo seems to be at a disadvantage due to 7-3's limitless stamina, pointed out by Jocko, who previously forgot to mention it. At the lookout, Krillin faces difficulties against Yunba, and Hercule tries to assist him thanks to Bulma's intervention. However, before Hercule can react, Yunba leaps around the sanctuary and transforms into a ball and strikes Krillin, sending both of them crashing through the sanctuary. Bulma and the others board the ship to follow the combatants, and meanwhile, Piccolo and 7-3 engage in a special beam cannon clash, but Piccolo struggles due to his diminished energy. The Namekian is seemingly overwhelmed, and Jocko fears that he may have been obliterated. However, Piccolo was saved by Gohan, who suddenly arrived. Piccolo warns Gohan about 7-3's ability and informs him that, in Goku and Vegeta's absence, he's Earth's strongest fighter. Meanwhile, on an uninhabited planet, Goku and Merus continue their training, though Goku encounters difficulties. Merus inquires if Ultra Instinct was initially triggered during an extreme crisis and suggests replicating those conditions. He states that Goku must be prepared to die during their training, and a battered Goku stands, telling Merus to attack him with the intent to kill. Simultaneously, Vegeta is shown training on planet Yardrat, attempting to meditate on a narrow spike, but running out of patience. He questions Pibara on how much longer his training will take, and Pibara explains that Vegeta must achieve balance in body and mind, as his spirit is less stable than Goku's. One of the Yardrats tells Vegeta that Goku was able to meditate this long for 150 days, and Vegeta starts to regret his decision to come to Yardrat. Gohan lands a powerful punch to 7-3's midsection, sending him plummeting to the ground. However, 7-3 bounces back and retaliates quickly by using Piccolo's Hell Zone grenade technique. Gohan manages to escape the explosion and swiftly reappears behind his opponent, delivering a powerful blow that incapacitates 7-3. Piccolo joins Gohan, offering praise but also expressing mixed feelings about seeing Gohan defeat a copy of him so easily, as he gives him new clothes and urges him to finish the job. 7-3, not yet defeated, resorts to using the Great Namekian technique to grow to an enormous size. However, this transformation grants Gohan an advantage in terms of maneuverability, allowing him to evade all of 7-3's attacks and eventually sending him crashing to the ground. Shimareka and Yunba rush to 7-3's aid, with Shimareka urging his fallen comrade to copy Gohan's abilities at any cost. 7-3 rises to his feet and begins utilizing Piccolo's Demon Hand technique to extend his arms. Gohan evades the attacks while charging up an ultimate Kamehameha, flying in and out of the rocky terrain before preparing to unleash it directly at 7-3's face. However, just as Gohan is about to release the Kamehameha, 7-3's 30-minute time limit for Piccolo's abilities expires. Jocko urges Gohan to fire the blast anyway to finish him off while he has the chance, and as Gohan launches the blast, Shimareka commands 7-3 to utilize any stored abilities he has in stock. 7-3 then switches to Moro's abilities before the Kamehameha detonates. A huge flash of light ensues, and as the effects dissipate, 7-3 is left unharmed, surprising Piccolo, who confirms that he was able to eat the Kamehameha. Jocko informs the surprised Piccolo that 7-3 can actually switch between copied abilities and can store up to 3 identities at a time. 7-3
I'm saying this now. Akira Toriyama, for the love of God, I know you going through some um legal issue regarding making this an anime, this arc an anime, but can you please do it? And can you please make haste, because I need this. And I know Urban Ninja probably, suspected it's probably gonna make a movie. I don't want a movie. I want a series. Masahiro Sakurai wishes for this to be a series. I need this to be a series because, my God, I don't even care if y'all put in filler. I don't even care if y'all do that, because I need to know more about this motherfucker. Store up 3 copy abilities that he's already had just in case. What kind of nonsense is that? I continue.
then then raises his hand, and Jocko urgently instructs his companions to take him down immediately to prevent energy absorption, similar to the technique Moro used on New Namek. Piccolo, Krillin, and Jocko charge at 7-3, but their advance is halted by an energy barrier rising from the earth, enveloping him. Gohan attempts to attack as well, but his efforts are halted too. Shimareka then contacts Saganbo to report the situation, and Moro is intrigued to learn that his abilities were already put to use, disliking the idea of it becoming a regular occurrence. Saganbo instructs Shimareka to switch to monitor mode, allowing those on the ship to observe the events on Earth. Back on Earth, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, and Jocko start feeling the effects of their energy being drained, although the energy isn't drawn from the Earth itself, as it's been reserved solely for Moro. As Moro observes, Saganbo states he's surprised to see that the planet harbors fighters more formidable than his own men. Shimareka and Yunba overwhelm the exhausted heroes, but Piccolo reminds Shimareka not to get overconfident, emphasizing that even if they fall, Goku and Vegeta will eventually return to avenge them. When Krillin reveals that Goku and Vegeta are training to defeat Moro, the information is transmitted to those aboard the ship. Saganbo suggests they should proceed to destroy Earth and orders his men to withdraw. However, Moro realizes that once Goku and Vegeta's training is complete, they'll possess even more energy for him to consume. Moro then tells Saganbo to inform his men to retreat from Earth, only to return once Goku and Vegeta arrive. The trio then cease their assault on the Z-Fighters and begin their departure, informing them that they'll return in Galactic Cycle 7, which translates to 20 Earth days. However, Jocko interjects, explaining that due to Earth's primitive technology, they won't be able to arrive until Galactic Cycle 8. Shimareka acknowledges this and states he'll relay the message to Moro, much to Jocko's relief. The trio then depart using 7-3's copied abilities, and Jocko informs Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin that they have approximately 2 months until their return. Meanwhile, Merus receives information from the Galactic Patrol regarding Moro's impending arrival on Earth and relays the news to Goku. Given Goku and Merus' location, they're granted a—
Like I said, I don't want this to be a movie. Especially in this case. They won't be coming back in about so they got 2 months to train. Please, please. I need this as a series. I need this. I need this.
a 6-month window to train. Ready to resume their training, Goku notices that he's never seen Merus eat before. Merus explains that it makes no difference to him, which triggers Goku's recollection of Whis mentioning something similar in the past. The two continue their training, and at the same time, at Zeno's palace, Whis uses his staff to monitor Goku and Merus. The Grand Priest joins him, and Whis apologizes for the disruption in his universe. He informs the Grand Priest that he's there to discuss the matters related to their angel laws, and the Grand Priest correctly deduces that his son refers to the situation with Merus. The Grand Priest informs Whis about his decision regarding Merus, the angel trainee he'd sent to Universe 7 to gain a broader perspective on the mortal world.
Hold on. You telling me Merus is... Wow. 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 I have no words. I have no words.
Despite the rule that angels must remain impartial though, Merus joined the Galactic Patrol and developed a strong sense of right and wrong. The Grand Priest has decided it's time to recall Merus, but Whis requests permission to handle Merus in his own way. Whis reminds his father that Merus had only used mortal weapons in battle and was training Goku, similar to what Whis himself has done in the past. The Grand Priest ultimately accepts Whis' proposal, but urges him to keep a close eye on Merus as he doesn't wish to lose an angel. On planet Yardrat, Eriko struggles to establish contact with Galactic Patrol HQ. Suddenly, he becomes aware of one of Moro's spaceships arriving to scout the planet for a potential energy source. Meanwhile, Vegeta continues his training under the guidance of Elder Pibara. By this time, Vegeta has honed his spirit to a greater extent than Goku did, and when Pibara heals Vegeta's injuries, he expresses a desire to learn such a technique. However, Pibara explains that it's too advanced for him at the moment and suggests focusing on learning a more basic basic technique, instant transmission. Suddenly, an explosion occurs in the distance. Iriko flies in and alerts Vegeta about Saganbo's men arriving, and Vegeta prepares to rush back to the city, although he's warned by Pibara to be mindful about how he wields his power as he's still in training. Confused, Vegeta takes off to a nearby city on Yardrat, encountering Yuzin and 2 other henchmen. Yuzin berates Vegeta and attempts to contact Moro, but Vegeta surprises everyone by unleashing a remarkably powerful blast from his fingertip by mistake, hitting Yuzin head on. Pibara arrives and tells Vegeta to stop wrecking his planet, but then reveals that the Saiyan's newfound strength is a result of his balanced body and spirit, which he achieved during his training. Yuzin orders his comrades to attack Vegeta, but Vegeta easily defeats them. Infuriated, Yuzin then transforms into a more formidable, monstrous
So I guess this is the species that is related to I forget what his name is. I forget what his name is. Damn, what was that motherfucker's name that could transform into that kind of monster? That kind of form. I forget what his name, because he had the same little crest with the earring on it, with the little pendant on it. I forget what his name is. Oh my god. Hold on. My mind is drawing a blank. My mind is drawing a blank. I think it's yeah. I think it's Dodoria. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let before I say that. No, never mind. Not Dodoria. Zarbon. Zarbon. That form reminds me of Zarbon. Of when he turned like into that reptilian buffed out creature. That shit reminds me of that.
form, but this doesn't faze Vegeta, who's seen many like him before and dominates the
like
battle.
Zarbon.
Securing victory, Vegeta tells Yuzin to surrender and return to the galactic prison, otherwise he'll have to kill him. Yuzin, however, refuses, telling Vegeta that he'll soon be sorry, as Moro's next target is a planet called Earth. This shocks Vegeta, and Yuzin taunts him as his henchmen stealthily prepare their getaway. Yuzin tries to make a hasty escape in his spaceship, but before Vegeta can shoot it down, a deflected and hardened building from their earlier battle returns and destroys Yuzin's spaceship, killing him and his comrades. With his enhanced senses, Vegeta can sense that Earth hasn't been invaded yet. However, with time running short, he tells Pibara to teach him a technique that can be used against Moro, and Pibara agrees. Meanwhile, Moro senses Vegeta's energy on Yardrat and comments on how much stronger he's become. During the next 2 months, Moro continues his planet-devouring rampage across Universe 7, while Goku and Vegeta make significant progress in their training.
Now see. This is what I'm talking about. Now, I know people are not going to agree with me on this, but if they make it a series, and during the 2 months, we could have like at least five filler episodes that are entertaining, like 5 entertaining filler episodes, so that the anime can just keep going. The one thing that I like about Dragon Ball, that I've always liked about Dragon Ball, is the world building. I love the world building. I love the world of Dragon Ball. I like the characters that they talk about and whatnot. You could have and I'm also going to be talking about this in another video regarding something like that. But like you could have characters that haven't even been used yet. You could have things that's going on while this is happening down on Earth, where Piccolo and the others, they're training or they're doing something, or is something that consists of Goten and Trunks, or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, or Gohan having some kind of tribute episode to him, only for him, or Krillin, or anything like that. I wouldn't mind that. I'm just saying it now. That, in my honest opinion, that would be great. In my honest opinion.
As the deadline approaches, Merus queries Goku for one final sparring session before returning to Earth. They decide not to hold back and begin powering up, but suddenly find themselves outside with Whis nearby. Goku is surprised to learn that Merus is Whis' younger brother and an angel, and Whis scolds Merus for his plan to use his full strength in battle and travel to Earth to confront Moro. Goku questions what would happen if an angel fought, and Whis explains that angels who violate their code are erased from existence without a trace. Whis informs Merus that his time in the mortal realm is over, and with a tap on his staff, reveals Merus' angelic clothing and halo. Merus apologizes to Goku for not being able to see the task to the end, but expresses confidence in his ability to defeat Moro. Merus and Whis then depart for the Angel World, and left alone, Goku realizes he needs to return to Earth, but finds himself with a galactic patrol ship that he has no idea how to operate. Meanwhile, Jocko, accompanied by several other members of the Galactic Patrol, arrive on Earth in anticipation for Moro's impending attack. They join Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, to defeat Moro. Merus and Whis then depart for the Angel.
Like y'all just went up and dipped. Like, Whis, I understand you have an obligation as an angel, but at the same time, at least teleport Goku back to Earth, because he can't work the ship, dog.
Angel World, and left alone, Goku realizes he needs to return to Earth, but finds himself with a galactic patrol ship that he has no idea how to operate. Meanwhile, Jocko, accompanied by several other members of the Galactic Patrol, arrive on Earth in anticipation for Moro's impending attack. They join Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu, and Master Roshi. Yamcha is eager for a chance to shine. Chaozu is uneasy due to his long absence from combat, and Krillin is—
this is what I'm talking about. During that whole filler, we can focus a little bit on Yamcha. We can focus a little bit on Krillin. We can focus just a little bit on Piccolo and Gohan. Even Tien Shinhan. We can focus a little bit on those characters as filler while the 2 months is going by, and just figuring out how if they're getting stronger while all this is happening. That could be a thing. I'm just saying.
Inquires about the whereabouts of Goku and Vegeta. Jocko informs Krillin that he's alerted Goku, but has no information on Vegeta's location, confident that both will arrive eventually. At the lookout, Buu is returned to Earth by another Galactic Patrol member, and suddenly, Dende and Mr. Popo spot Saganbo's spaceship entering Earth's atmosphere. Multiple smaller ships emerge from the main vessel. Roshi. Yamcha is eager for a chance to shine. Chaozu is uneasy due to his long absence from combat, and Krillin inquires about the whereabouts of Goku and Vegeta. Jocko informs Krillin that he's alerted Goku, but has no information on Vegeta's location, confident that both will arrive eventually. At the lookout, Buu is returned to Earth by another Galactic Patrol member, and suddenly, Dende and Mr. Popo spot Saganbo's spaceship entering Earth's atmosphere. Multiple smaller ships emerge from the main vessel and disperse across Earth, opening fire on high-value structures. The pilots
Hold on, let me double check something. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Embark from their aircrafts with intentions on claiming the treasures within these structures for themselves, and the Earthlings attempt to defend themselves. Recognizing the situation, Master Roshi proposes that the group split up, while Gohan and Piccolo deal with the main threat. Krillin and Master Roshi come across Yunba first. As they confront Yunba, Krillin launches an attack, but Yunba blocks it and recognizes him. Krillin asserts that he's trained for 2 months to prepare, and Yunba prepares to settle things as a trio of female convicts accompanying him, who Master Roshi notices, decides to target other locations on Earth to incite chaos. Krillin attempts to warn Master Roshi about Yunba's deceptive speed, but Master Roshi is more interested in the women and pursues them instead. Leaving Krillin dumbfounded, Yunba takes the opportunity to land a powerful blow to his face, sending him crashing into a nearby structure. Meanwhile, Gohan and Piccolo face Shimareka, who's joined by 7-3. 7-3, camouflaged, suddenly appears behind them and grabs both Gohan and Piccolo by their necks, attacks, copying their abilities. Jocko reprimands Gohan and Piccolo for letting their guard down, and Shimareka taunts them, claiming their training was in vain. 7-3 fires a special beam cannon, but Gohan creates an energy shield to block it. Piccolo powers up and fires a special beam cannon of his own at 7-3, overpowering his enemy's blast and catching the attention of the Z fighters across the globe as he severely damages 7-3's upper body and left arm. 7-3 regenerates using Piccolo's abilities, but Gohan and Piccolo don't seem worried as they were ready for their abilities to be copied. Believing the two to be bluffing, Shimareka advises 7-3 to switch to Gohan's abilities since he's the strongest between the two. 7-3 then fires a volley of energy shots at them. Gohan uses Piccolo's energy shots as footholds to approach quickly and delivers a punch that sends 7-3 into the sea. Jocko commends their teamwork, acknowledging that 7-3 can't evade their combined attacks. Elsewhere, Yamcha engages 3 of Moro's henchmen in battle within a city and gains the upper hand. One of the henchmen is surprised because Yamcha appeared weak, but Yamcha corrects him, asserting himself as one of the 3 strongest Earthlings. After a brief skirmish, Yamcha prevails and instructs the Galactic Patrol members to apprehend the defeated henchmen. He then senses more convicts and heads off as the Galactic Patrol follows. Back on the main battlefield, Gohan and Piccolo execute the Masenko beam cannon, a combination of the Masenko and special beam cannon techniques, further damaging 7-3. However, it's not enough to defeat him. Shimareka instructs 7-3 to switch to Moro's abilities to drain their energy, but to their surprise, androids 17 and 18 suddenly arrive to kick them in the face. 17 questions their enemy's strength and ponders if Piccolo really needs them, but Piccolo explains that 17 and 18 are the only ones who can finish the battle.
Let's fucking go, because they're androids and their energy cannot get absorbed. Let's fucking go.
As they don't have ki that can be absorbed. Aboard his spaceship, Moro berates his men for failing to meet even his lowest expectations of them. When Saganbo inquires about their next move, Moro assures him not to worry and announces his intention to personally handle the situation. Meanwhile, on planet Yardrat, Vegeta continues his training under Pibara's guidance. Pibara senses the disturbance in Earth's spirit, but Vegeta is intent to focus on mastering his new technique. Vegeta mentions that he still has time, as Moro hasn't entered the battle himself yet, and in another part of Universe 7, Goku stops on a planet to ask the locals for directions to Earth. Elsewhere in deep space, Frieza also sits in orbit with his crew, originally poised to set a course for Earth, but deciding to move on, as tangling with galactic prisoners right now would be troublesome for him. Back at the lookout, Bulma finishes configuring monitors linked to drones, providing Chi-Chi and the others with a view of the ongoing battles on the ground. Krillin remains engaged in his fight with Yunba, launching a Destructo Disc Hexa Blade, but Yunba deflects them with his extreme speed body rotation. Landing several strong blows, Yunba sends Krillin crashing to the ground. However, Krillin quickly recovers and resumes the attack, sending one of the discs hurtling back and narrowly cutting Yunba. In a clever move, Krillin uses his after image technique to deceive Yunba with incoming Destructo discs. He appears behind Yunba and unleashes a powerful Kamehameha that sends him crashing to the ground below, knocking him out and securing victory. The Galactic Patrol take charge, preparing to escort Yunba back to the Galactic Prison. Krillin then rushes over to Master Roshi, who is punched ferociously from the forest and lies on the ground. Roshi assures Krillin that he's alright, but shares a humorous incident about the convicts he's confronted, mentioning that they won't let him grope them before correcting himself, stating that his attacks won't land. The three
Hey yo, Roshi. Master. Now, I am in no room to talk, but you gotta calm down, y'all. You gotta calm down, man. I'm gonna need you to relax that. Like, I get it. I get it. You a Rolling Stone, but this is a fight, my G. You can't be doing that to the enemy, regardless of the fact that one of them is got elf ears. Well, actually, 2 of them got elf ears, and the one on the white and with the white hair is actually attractive. Being that as it may, tone it down, Roshi. Tone it down, bro.
female convicts, Misa, Iwaza, and Kikaza arrive, vowing to get revenge. Krillin notices that the convicts possess powerful energy, but suggests Roshi use the same power he displayed against Jiren during the Tournament of Power to defeat them. However, Roshi explains that he can't do it without a clear mind, humorously realizing that his mind is currently clouded with wicked thoughts.
Yeah, because he's horny.
Tien and Chaozu battle Koiter, but Tien's physical attacks prove ineffective due to Koiter's hard Metal Man exterior. Chaozu recalls Vegeta's strategy against Vegeta in the Universe 6 tournament and advises Tien to insult Koiter, surprising him. Struggling to come up with an insult, Koiter advances towards Tien. However, Chaozu distracts the Metal Man long enough to come up with an effective insult, leading him to collapse. Back at the other battle, Master Roshi wears a bandana to cover his eyes, allowing him to dodge the convicts' attacks skillfully. He urges the girls to abandon their evil ways and return to the galactic prison, but they refuse and instead decide to employ their last resort, fusion, into a larger, unattractive form. This form delivers a powerful blow, sending both Krillin and Roshi flying. Meanwhile, at the lookout, the group watches the battle, and Puar notices Yamcha struggling as well. Suddenly, Eska notices Saganbo's spaceship as it begins to descend to the ground. Android 18 continues to dominate Shimareka, while Android 17 comes close to defeating 7-3. However, Moro, surprising the group with his presence, arrives to grab 7-3 by the head, chastising him for using his abilities too freely. Moro instructs Shimareka to help him recover back at the spaceship, as he plans to use his power again at some point. The two take off, Saganbo joins Moro, and Piccolo and Gohan acknowledge Moro's immense power. With Goku and Vegeta missing, Gohan affirms their role in protecting Earth until they arrive. Moro, however, states he's in high spirits and explains that Earth is brimming with energy to steal, as he considers how to consume everyone. Saganbo volunteers to handle the Z-Fighters, dissatisfied with his crew's performance, and Moro agrees as long as he keeps them alive. Before entering the battle, Moro energizes Saganbo significantly with just a hint of his power, and his physique grows before everyone's eyes. At Moro's command, Saganbo rushes in, first attacking Android 17, overpowering him. When the others attempt to support 17, Saganbo easily dominates them, slamming Gohan and 17 head first into the ground. Meanwhile, Tien and Chaozu, victorious over Koiter, encounter Yamcha, who's losing his battle against Zoyogi, revealed to be the staff officer of the Galactic Bandit Brigade. Krillin and Roshi hide from the fused female convict, but despite the odds, Krillin decides to go down fighting, hoping that Goku will be able to notice his last burst of power. In space, Goku en route to Earth senses the ongoing battles, but is unable to lock onto anyone's energy as it's depleting by the second. However, Krillin unleashes a burst of energy, alerting Goku of his position on Earth as he uses instant transmission to teleport there. Goku swiftly defeats the overweight convict who is about to attack Krillin and apologizes for not arriving sooner. The fusion of the three convicts dissolves, and Goku inquires where everyone else is. Krillin tells Goku they're all fighting around the globe and explains he should check on them to see if they need help. Goku agrees, but before taking off, Krillin inquires if Goku is strong enough to defeat Moro now. Goku says he believes so, and when Krillin questions if he's worried about Moro's power, Goku reveals that he's actually thrilled. He then teleports to Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu, who are struggling in their battle against Zoyogi. Goku swiftly incapacitates Zoyogi with a gut punch, and Yamcha and Tien marvel at Goku's power. As the Galactic Patrol round up more of the defeated convicts, Yamcha informs Goku that Gohan and the others require his assistance. Goku then tosses Zoyogi off to Yamcha and teleports away once more. In the ongoing battle with the empowered Saganbo, only Gohan and Piccolo remain engaged, as androids 17, 18, and Jaco have retreated to the sidelines. Gohan and Piccolo combine their strength to fire a powerful blast at Saganbo, which Jaco believes will destroy the Earth if they continue. However, the attack proves ineffective, and Saganbo easily knocks Gohan and Piccolo aside with a single punch. 17 states Saganbo might be more than the group can handle, and as he advances toward a downed Gohan and Piccolo, Jaco questions Saganbo's loyalty to Moro. Saganbo explains that Moro saved the prisoners from the galactic prison and granted them power to ensure they would never be captured again. This prompts Jaco to insult Saganbo, stating that he's more pathetic than before, angering him. As Saganbo advances toward Jaco to end him, a presence appears and attacks Saganbo, much to the surprise of everyone on the battlefield. The relentless attacks on Saganbo ensue, followed by a devastating gut punch that leaves him reeling. Moro watches from the distance, and suddenly, Gohan announces that his dad has made it at last, prompting Piccolo to state that he can't see him or sense his energy. Jaco cuts in, stating he in artifact can see Goku as he's moving at light speed, surprising Piccolo. Moro continues watching intently, realizing that the one called son Goku has indeed arrived and tells him to reveal himself. Goku then sends Saganbo flying toward Moro, and Moro swats him aside with a flick of his finger. Goku appears behind Moro, stating that he'd hoped to take him out just as easily as he did Saganbo, and Moro recognizes Goku's significant increase in strength since their last encounter. However, Saganbo rises again, offering to continue fighting for his master, to which Moro signals for Goku to finish his fight. Goku teleports in front of Gohan and Piccolo and apologizes to Gohan for forcing him to fight again, although Gohan states he's the one who's sorry for being unable to protect the Earth. Goku instructs his son and Piccolo to step aside and let him handle Saganbo, and the two move to the sidelines. Goku then powers up to Super Saiyan Blue as Saganbo rushes toward him. Goku easily overpowers Saganbo and sends him crashing to the ground, challenging Moro as he believes the battle to be over. However, Saganbo rises again, this time appearing berserk and stronger than before, as Moro pumps him with more of his power. Goku demands Moro to stop as Saganbo's body has hit its limit.
Oh my god, he's foaming at the mouth. He about to die.
And suddenly, Saganbo charges at Goku again, although his attack is blocked by the Saiyan, who urges him to stop fighting. As Saganbo continues his assault, Moro tells Goku to show him the technique he used when he arrived, as Super Saiyan Blue won't be enough to defeat him. As an added incentive, Moro continues pumping Saganbo with more energy, visibly damaging his body and angering Goku, who materializes behind Moro to attack, although his punch is blocked. Still wanting to fight, Saganbo speaks to Moro to allow him the pleasure of defeating Goku, but before he can finish his sentence, his body fails on him and he collapses lifeless, as Moro mocks him for not being able to handle such a small portion of energy. Outraged by Saganbo's death, Goku vows to defeat Moro using the power he's gained and unveils his new technique, Ultra Instinct Sign, a move recognized by Moro as divine power. Piccolo and Gohan watch in awe as Goku demonstrates he's able to activate Ultra Instinct Sign at will. Moro expresses his astonishment at a mortal mastering such a divine technique, and both Goku and Moro prepare for their impending battle. Goku unleashes a rapid flurry of punches with incredible force, creating air bursts that Moro tries to defend against. Moro retaliates by detonating the ground below Goku and firing small energy blasts as he takes off into the air, but Goku launches a close quarters assault with his fluid and agile movements. Moro appears to be on the edge following the relentless assault, and swiftly employs his magic to briefly immobilize Goku, demonstrating one of his many techniques. He knocks the Saiyan toward a rock formation below, but Goku manages to break free of Moro's magic and teleports behind him. Meanwhile, on planet Yardrat, Vegeta senses the intensifying battle between Goku and Moro. As the battle escalates, with Moro emitting streams of lightning from his body to pursue Goku, Goku tells Gohan and Piccolo to step back. They inform him that they've already gathered the Earth's Dragon Balls to reverse the death and destruction caused by Moro, and they retreat to let Goku focus. Goku closes in on Moro, evading energy blasts along the way and charging up a Kamehameha.
Y'all go ahead and do
However, he suddenly redirects the attack, catching Moro off guard, as the other Moro was just an illusion. The two engage in a fierce aerial brawl, with Goku initially having the upper hand. Moro uses his magic to draw Goku closer, and Goku attempts to land swift mid-air blasts until he reaches Moro, where they exchange simultaneous blows to their midsections. Nearby, Gohan, Jocko, 17 and 18 observe the battle and discuss the apparent equality between Goku and Moro. Piccolo points out that Goku is faster, but notes that Moro has yet to utilize his energy absorbing abilities. Just then, Moro attempts to absorb energy, but Goku's lightning quick reflexes allow him to avoid it and land a grazing blow on Moro's cheek. Moro realizes Goku's strategy, and Goku's friends become increasingly optimistic about his chances of winning as he gains the upper hand, pushing Moro back with his relentless assault. On Beerus's planet, Beerus and the Oracle Fish continue to fish, while Whis and Merus watch the ongoing battle through the Angel Attendant staff. Whis commends Merus for Goku's improved performance due to his training, and he questions if Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct and whether he will attain the silver-haired state. However, Merus remains cautious in his response. Back on Earth, after Moro employs another one of his magical abilities, he criticizes Goku for rushing the battle, stating that he's made a grave error. Moro reveals that he can can tap into an enormous reservoir of energy he gained by consuming countless planets since their previous encounter on New Namek, and states that he'll happily devour Goku's energy once he's been defeated, confusing Goku. Moro calls Goku a fool and instantly powers up, surprising everyone as he'd been holding back his true power, the power that he now states has transcended the gods. Moro gains the upper hand over Goku, who falls out of the Ultra Instinct state. Moro deduces that Goku avoided using the form for an extended period because he couldn't maintain it for long. Merus informs Whis that Goku only achieved the Ultra Instinct Sign state and never reached the Mastered state. Whis expresses disappointment as the Sign state is unstable and rapidly consumes energy. Merus stresses that the battle now hinges on Goku's ability to manage the energy drain and maintain the form as long as possible. Moro taunts Goku for his weakening state, and Goku acknowledges his limitations, but suggests that Moro must have been stalling for time as well, implying that Moro can't defeat him at full power. Goku then reactivates his Ultra Instinct Sign and readies himself for round 2. Both Goku and Moro make a bold decision to unleash their full power, causing their auras to clash with incredible intensity. In this intense struggle, Goku eventually gains the upper hand and pushes Moro back. Their battle transitions into close quarters combat with a flurry of ki blast exchange between them, followed by more intense attacks. Goku appears to gain an upper hand on Moro, landing a solid blow to his face along with a devastating assault that sends him hurtling to the ground. However, Moro rises, stating that he approached Goku too cautiously and that if this is the full extent of his power, there's no way he'll be defeated. As Merus and Whis observe the battle from Beerus' planet, Merus expresses concerns about Moro's strength, stating that it once again exceeded his expectations. Whis explains that Goku likely sensed the same since his strategy for unleashing his full power was executed. Whis goes on to say that Saiyans are known to exhibit untold power when their backs are against the wall, and we cut to planet Yardrat, where Pabara commends Vegeta for quickly mastering his new technique. Vegeta requests to be teleported to Earth, but he learns that Yardratians are prohibited from using teleportation to travel off-world. Additionally, Pabara can't sense Goku's energy, prompting Vegeta to correctly deduce it's because Goku's using Ultra Instinct, a form only perceivable by gods. Determined to reach Earth, Vegeta demands to be taught instant transmission, believing that he can master it swiftly. Back on Earth, the tide of the battle shifts significantly in Moro's favor as Goku succumbs to exhaustion. Moro expresses his amazement at Goku's newfound power, but asserts that Goku has reached his limit. Refusing to yield, Goku strains to maintain his Ultra Instinct Sign form, but Moro effortlessly incapacitates him. Merus is troubled by this outcome, while Beerus nonchalantly mentions his hunger to Whis. Whis interrupts the feed to Earth's battle, signaling his intention to leave and stating that Earth is beyond salvation. Merus is worried that Universe 7 will face destruction if Moro prevails, but Whis reminds him that only gods of destruction and supreme Kais are permitted to interfere, adhering to the natural order of the universe. Goku, now completely defeated and returned to his base form, is on the brink of energy depletion when androids 17 and 18 intervene. They declare that they don't have energy for Moro to absorb, and Moro is surprised to learn that Earth possesses such advanced technology. Vegeta, in the midst of learning instant transmission, fails and materializes into a nearby garbage can and attempts again, this time realizing that Goku's spirit has suddenly appeared again and correctly assumes he's been defeated. To save time, Pabara offers to break his planet's rules to take Vegeta to Earth, but Vegeta declines his offer, opting to pull off the move himself. Pabara restores Vegeta's original battle gear, and as the Saiyan Prince focuses, he successfully performs instant transmission, landing back on Earth. Back at the battlefield, the android's efforts to confront Moro are futile, as they're unable to inflict any damage.
The one thing I love about this, I love the progression that Vegeta has. This progression that Vegeta is having right now, this growth, I love so much. I'm gonna say it again. I need this to be a series. I don't want this to be some movie. This needs to be a series because there's so much that's happening right now.
Gohan questions Piccolo on if they should help, but Piccolo rejects it as it would expose them to having their energy absorbed, further empowering Moro. As Goku sits helpless and injured, Vegeta suddenly appears in front of him, surprising Goku to learn that Vegeta performed instant transmission. However, Vegeta clarifies that it was likely a one-time feat and that he has no intention of learning it further, having now acquired a superior technique. A confident Vegeta then tells 17 and 18 to stop fighting and declares his intention to defeat Moro Moro, who's pleased to see Vegeta has finally arrived. After a few insults and banter between the two, Vegeta states that Moro finally found someone stronger than him, transforming into his evolved Super Saiyan Blue form and charging forward. Vegeta delivers a powerful punch that sends Moro skidding backward, his face contorted in pain. However, Moro quickly regains his composure, acknowledging Vegeta's increased strength. Despite this, Moro maintains his confidence, believing that Vegeta is still no match for him. Undaunted, Vegeta charges forward again, launching a rapid series of blows. Piccolo admires Vegeta's enhanced power, but recognizes that he's still not as strong as Moro. Moro stops Vegeta's attacks and kicks him into a cliffside, but Vegeta swiftly returns to the fray, annoying Moro. Gohan wonders what's gotten into Vegeta, but Piccolo asserts that Vegeta's never been one to misread an opponent's strength, and that he must have some sort of plan. When Moro attempts to drain Vegeta's energy, Vegeta evades and counters with a backhand to the face, followed by a few kicks to the midsection. Feeling a bit overwhelmed, Moro seizes Vegeta and drives him into the ground, gasping for breath, and soon notices that something's amiss. To everyone's surprise, Vegeta rises and gains the upper hand in battle, his strategy gradually overpowering Moro as bits of energy appear to be leaving his body. Goku discerns Vegeta's technique, and the Saiyan Prince identifies it as forced spirit fission. From a distance, Gohan wonders if Vegeta is becoming stronger, but Piccolo believes that Moro is in fact growing weaker. They observe Moro's energy leaving his body and coalescing into a radiant.
He is knocking the energy out of his ass. Vegeta is knocking. Hold on. How much time we got? This is 45 minutes. God fucking damn it. He is knocking the damn shit out of his. He's knocking the shit out of him, causing him to deplete his energy. All the energy he's accumulated. Holy fucking shit.
Sphere in the sky. After being dealt another powerful blow, Moro stands up, now appearing elderly, and inquires about what Vegeta has done to him. Vegeta explains that he's liberated all of the energy that Moro stole from the planets and their inhabitants, and with a simple gesture, Vegeta restores the energy to its rightful places, catching the attention of the onlookers at the lookout and planet Yardrat. Goku informs Piccolo and Gohan about forced spirit fission, a technique that disentangles entities that fused or have absorbed power. While relentlessly pummeling Moro, Vegeta suggests that he could even use the technique on Piccolo to extract the Namekian's Kami and Nail he had previously fused with. Goku commends Vegeta on his ability to use the technique, and Vegeta confidently declares himself more talented than Goku and says that victory is his for this battle. Growing increasingly irate, Moro attempts a lightning attack, but Vegeta continues to outmatch him, liberating more energy that he's stolen. Mid-battle, Vegeta expresses his disdain for fusion and absorption as they don't reflect one's true strength. He admonishes Moro to fight using his intrinsic power and kicks him away, mocking him as he stands injured. Elsewhere on planet Yardrat, Pibara clarifies that Vegeta's actions will not resurrect the deceased inhabitants of the planets being restored due to too much time having gone by. However, those with strong life forces will be revived. On New Namek, the Namekians previously drained by Moro's energy are brought back to life.
At least some of them came back.
Senses these events and believes that the Namekian Dragon Balls left behind have safeguarded the planet and its inhabitants from destruction. As Vegeta continues battling Moro, Piccolo expresses astonishment at Vegeta's transformation, not only in terms of his physical strength, but also as a person. Piccolo recalls Vegeta's history as a villain, including his role in invading Earth with Nappa and his past crimes under Frieza. He recognizes that Vegeta has evolved to the point where he now fights to save not only his home planet, but also the universe from Moro.
And that's the thing that one person in one of my videos when I was talking about Vegeta and his nature to only care about himself, that's where this changes, where Vegeta finally recognizes that he is not the only important being. There are other life forms around him that did not deserve the onslaught that he so recklessly gave when he was with Nappa, working under Frieza. The progression that Vegeta has gone through is honestly amazing, in my honest opinion. This man went from the prince of all Saiyans to the Saiyan elite to being a man that is trying to better himself and realizes the mistakes that he's made and is trying to his best to correct them. How and in any way that he possibly can. That is so poetic in my opinion. That really is. This manga is fantastic.
Piccolo credits his transformation to Goku and adds that Vegeta has finally managed to surpass him. Goku vows to exceed Vegeta once more, and believing the battle to be nearly over, Vegeta inquires if Jocko prefers Moro to be captured or killed, prompting Jocko to opt for a swift execution. Vegeta declares his intention to send Moro to hell, but Moro arrogantly proclaims he won't go there. Instead, he'll rule the galaxy for eternity. Despite his dwindling power, Moro asserts that he still possesses his magic. He distracts Vegeta by generating a wave of the planet's energy from beneath him, exploiting the momentary surprise to take off into the air. Vegeta takes off in pursuit, but he arrives too late. Moro reaches Saganbo's spaceship ahead of him, where he promptly eliminates Shimareka without hesitation. Afterward, Moro seizes 7-3, having retained a backup of himself within him. Vegeta, having reached the top of the spaceship, witnesses as Moro swallows 7-3 whole and then fires an attack to stop him, destroying Saganbo's spaceship with a massive explosion. When the smoke dissipates, Vegeta is shocked by what he sees. On the ground below, Goku observes that Moro's power has surged to unprecedented levels, while Vegeta crashes to the ground in his base form. Moro then lands in front of the group, displaying a new appearance that's part Moro and part 7-3. Goku and Piccolo question Moro about his transformation, and Moro discloses that he not only had 7-3 replicate his magical abilities, but also his combat skills. This created a full backup of himself inside 7-3 that he could utilize at any time. With the absorption of 7-3, Moro now possesses access to his unique capabilities, boasting that it's elevated his power to previously unimaginable heights. He then mockingly congratulates the Dragon Team for pushing him this far, before warning them to prepare for their imminent demise. Suddenly, Vegeta makes a triumphant return in his Super Saiyan Blue Evolved form, declaring to defeat Moro once again. As Vegeta charges ahead, Moro adeptly evades his attacks, stating how Vegeta can't use Force Spirit Fission without inflicting damage, something he won't allow to happen again. Gohan and Piccolo attempt to inform Vegeta that Moro's newfound powers are temporary and will return to their original state in 30 minutes. However, Moro discloses that the power has returned to its source, negating any time limit. He then seizes Vegeta by the neck and copies his abilities.
No!
Moro pummels Vegeta and sends him crashing to the ground, feeling the effects of the assault. Moro then concludes with Vegeta's signature Big Bang attack to finish him off, creating a gigantic explosion and leaving Vegeta incapacitated in his base form as he mocks his techniques. The situation escalates as Piccolo reminds Goku of their past reliance on the fusion dance and Patora fusion as a last resort, but he states that it's no longer viable now that Moro has acquired Force Spirit Fission. Meanwhile, at the lookout, everyone observes the dire circumstances. Dende decides to descend to the battlefield to use his healing powers to save everyone, despite Bulma's frantic warning that his choice could destroy the Dragon Balls if he perishes. On the ground, Krillin rushes to the scene with a bag of senzu beans, regretting not giving some to Goku earlier. Gohan and Piccolo launch a synchronized attack against Moro, but they're vastly outmatched. Piccolo manages to hold Moro in place, giving Gohan an opportunity to ensnare him using Gotenks' Galactic Donut technique. Goku, now powered up to perfected Super Saiyan Blue, unleashes the instant Kamehameha, struggling to unleash its full impact as Moro effortlessly halts the blast. Goku continues the attack at full power, triggering a massive explosion that covers the battlefield. The smoke dissipates and the group see that Goku's only managed to destroy Moro's left arm. To everyone's shock, Moro's arm swiftly regenerates and he impales Goku through the chest with it, demonstrating his access to Piccolo's regeneration through 7-3's previously copied abilities. As Goku falls to the ground, mortally wounded, Moro attempts to steal his energy, but Gohan snaps and attacks Moro, though he's unable to make him flinch before he's ferociously punched in the face, resulting in the loss of several teeth. As Moro remarks on a Saiyan's ability to receive a power boost when enraged, Dende telepathically communicates his plan to Piccolo. However, Moro hears the conversation, halting his finishing blow to Gohan and creating a barrier that prevents anyone from entering or escaping. Shortly after, Dende arrives, unable
No.
to assist in the final battle. Moro knocks away Piccolo and Jocko and swiftly takes down Android 17 and 18 with death beams. In a last-ditch effort, after apologizing to Jocko for roping him into Earth's battles, Piccolo prepares an all-or-nothing light grenade using the barrier to his advantage. However, before he can unleash it, Moro hits him with a special beam cannon, incapacitating him. In the aftermath, Jocko stands alone as the only remaining fighter, while the rest of the team has been rendered immobile. As
I'm stopping here. I'm stopping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. 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 I can't take no more. I can't take no more. This done went from broken to what the fuck. Everybody is knocked the fuck. Everybody's down. Goku has a hole in his chest. Gohan's teeth been knocked out. The androids are down. Piccolo just got skewered. And the only one that's standing is freaking the Galactic Patrol. Jesus Christ. I thought I was gonna finish it all today. I can't. I can't. This is too much. This is too much. This one had to. We're gonna have to go to part 3 next Dragon Ball Sunday. On everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I could. I need a minute to process everything that I just listened to. And it's already about to be 1 hour. Jesus. Let me know down in the comments down below what you thought about this. What your favorite part about this is, and anything else you'll want to tell me. This has been Master of Sakurai. Happy Dragon Ball Sunday. I'll see y'all again next time. I'm out. Peace. Oh my god.